Our viewer question today is kind of specific. They want to know if it is bad for their body to have a few squares of chocolate every night.
The answer, no, not at all. Enjoy it. Seriously, there's both some good things in chocolate. There's lots of antioxidants in it. There's magnesium in it. Yeah, and so, it's moderately helpful. And we're talking again about a couple of squares just to tease your taste buds and give you that chocolate the sensation. We're not talking about eating 2 full bars of chocolate here. So there's good things in the chocolate, but there's also what it doesn't have. If you're just talking about 2 squares, it's not putting in a whole bunch of sugar, a whole bunch of caffeine and all that into your body there. So a couple of squares of dark chocolate in the evening is absolutely appropriate. And so enjoy that without guilt. And people say, well, I have a hard time just, not eating the whole bar. My friend Dean Ornish, I asked him about this, and Dr. Ornish had an interesting approach. He said, listen, he says, here's how I handle the chocolate thing in our house. What is the most enjoyable moment of the chocolate eating experience? And I had to think about that. He says, well, you got the chocolate bar there, brand new, and it's filled with the promise of this wonderful chocolate sensation that's about to come, and you can smell the chocolate aroma coming off of it, and you open it up and you peel back the foil, and the juices are already flowing in your tummy there in anticipation, and you break off a square and you say, been waiting for this, the first square of chocolate, and you put that square of chocolate on your tongue, and it melts, and that explosion of creaminess, he says, I just bathe my tongue in it, I inhale it, I put a little under my arm, put my back here, just be fully with the chocolate eating experience, get the most out of that square, and let it turn into a liquid, and finally swallow it. And oh, wonderful. He says, then what's the next best part of the chocolate eating experience? Well, after you've gone through the whole bar, you're down to that last piece, man. You want that last piece to last as long as you can. And so I break off a second piece, put the bar in the face, and say, the last piece of chocolate. And put that in my tongue, and I do the whole thing. It's the last piece of chocolate. I get the last piece of chocolate experience out of it. And he says, by that time, it's enough chocolate eating. I've had the chocolate experience. I don't need to eat the whole darn bar. And it's in the fridge for the next time I want to snap off 2 pieces. So I do the first piece of chocolate, the last piece of chocolate, and it's satisfied without eating that much chocolate. So for whatever that anecdote is worth, I'll share that with all the viewers there, but have no guilt at all about eating a couple of squares of dark chocolate. Is one of the few pleasures seems to be left to us these days. So absolutely enjoy it without guilt, but with great pleasure. So thanks for that question. Now I'm hungry. I'll have some chocolate tonight now that you mentioned it. we have a bar in the fridge. It's been there for about 3 months, and we ought to really work our way through it. So thank you for the reminder. Hi, everyone. Dr. Michael Klaper here, announcing our new format for our Q&A with Dr. K. Each day, Annie Hagen will be asking me one question that's been sent in by our viewers. So if you want to see if your question is getting answered, do join us for our daily Q&A with Dr. K right here. Hope to see you then.